It's a beautiful day in Central Illinois as we get ready for high school baseball here on Clutch Sports Media. Today it's the IVC Grey Ghosts taking on the Washington Panthers. Hello, everybody. Alongside Gavin Russell, I'm Matt Harrington. Gavin, great to be back out here in Washington for our first baseball broadcast of the year, and two very good teams going at it here today.
These are two excellent programs. I've been out for a few baseball games. The weather's not been super cooperative here in Central Illinois, but it's turned out to be a really nice day. Great field. Everything's done up very nice, and we're in for a good baseball game today.
And taking a look at these teams overall in the season, IVC coming into this one at 6-1 on the year with their only loss coming to Marquette. Going to have a good pitcher on the mound as well, who we'll see later, Noah Chase, who's been really solid in the 11 innings pitched that he's done so far this season.
Yeah, Noah Chase, 20 strikeouts in those 11 innings, just 6 hits given up, and 1 earned run. 2-0 in his 2 starts, so he's been in some big-time starts already. It's an experienced rotation, so a few guys we probably won't see today, but it's a very senior-heavy pitching rotation for the Grey Ghosts and something that's going to aid them all year long.
And looking at some of their top hitters, Nate Cooley, one name to keep an eye on. He has gone 2 for 4 in each of his last 3 games, so we'll see him potentially. Actually, we will see him in this first half of the inning.
Yeah, and not just the 2 for 4, but also the 6 RBIs in those last 3 games. So he's coming through. He's batting in the 3-hole. He's a senior hitter, probably one of their best hitters. Is Cooley coming back from last year? They have a few other really good players as well.
We'll take this time to look at the IVC lineup here, as they'll start with Aiden Fulton to lead things off, followed by Nick Rainey, Nate Cooley, Noah Chase will hit cleanup for the Grey Ghosts. Alex Swanson will hit 5th. Cullen Miller 6th, Brendan Adler 7th, then Nick Humbrock and Jaden McNaught to close things out. So very good lineup for IVC. And then for Washington on the mound, they will go with Gus Lucas, the Bradley University commit.
Yeah, Gus Lucas didn't really get a full chance last year, but he certainly got a lot of talent and coming into his 3rd start of the year.
So we'll see how this non-conference matchup goes between these two teams. Just a combined 3 losses on the year, 13-3 between these two teams.
They played some great competition too. Got to start out with some tough early season matchups. Get yourself ready.
First pitch down low for ball 1 as we are underway here at Brian Wisher Field. First pitch at 5:25 here, Central Time. Swing and a miss for strike 1 to even up the count. Aiden Fulton, the leadoff hitter, will be playing in center field today for the Grey Ghosts. 1-1 pitch, grounded over to short. Throw over to first in time for out number 1. So quickly, Fulton is set down. And that will bring up Nick Rainey for the Grey Ghosts.
Lucas looks pretty comfortable out there. Got a nice weak contact over to the shortstop and threw him out for the first out.
Rainey, the first baseman for IVC, stepping in here. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Took a big rip at that one.
He did.
Maybe looking to set the tone early in this game. Jump on Lucas for a few runs.
Just got a piece of it there to foul it off, but that'll make it quickly 0-2 as Lucas getting ahead of Rainey here.
Rainey is swinging the bat hard. Not maybe the controlled swings you'd want to start out a game, but again, maybe looking to do a little damage early on.
Comes the 0-2 from Lucas. Swing and a miss. First strikeout of the game, and quickly there are 2 gone here in the top half of the first.
Got ahead of him. Put away pitch right there and blew it right past him. Lucas settling in, getting his 3rd start of the season. Get a couple of those early season starts out of the way. Knock the rust off a little bit and get in mid-season form.
Lucas with 13 strikeouts over his first 2 starts. Pretty good numbers for him so far early in the year. First pitch is down low for a ball. So 1-0 here as Nate Cooley steps in. Talked about him a little bit. 2 for 4 in each of his last 3 games.
It's very consistent. Love that. Just get on base. Set your team up for a good opportunity.
And certainly one of the better hitters in this Grey Ghost lineup. This one over to third. Good play there by Price to scoop that up. And over to first. And just like that, IVC goes down 1-2-3 here in the top half of the first. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. We'll step aside 0-0 through a half an inning. Welcome back to Washington. Bottom of the first about to get underway here as we'll take a look at the lineup for the Washington Panthers. As you see there on your screen, it'll be Jack Lemus to lead things off, followed by Eric Campen and then Easton Harris. Gus Lucas will hit cleanup for the Panthers, and then Bishop, Seckman, Isbell, Price, and Williams will finish out the order for Washington. But a couple of big-time players in that lineup for Washington. And certainly Easton Harris, the reigning PJ Star Player of the Year, is going to be someone to keep an eye on.
Yeah, they were such a good team last year. It was hard to just pick out one from last year's fourth-place Panthers squad. They were, of course, fourth in Class 3A state baseball tournament. But Easton Harris, great pitcher, great infielder as well. He can hit the ball. That's why they got him in the three-hole once again. He's playing shortstop today, so big-time player. Headed to Parkland College, JUCO, but saw today in PJ Star, actually, Adam Duvall writing today that a few D1 teams have taken a look, maybe a late commit for him possibly, but if nothing else, he's heading to Parkland. I'm sure he can get to the next level either way.
I think certainly anytime you go that route could be a stepping stone for that Division I level, as we've seen a bunch of players do over the course of the last few years.
They'll say JUCO bandit sometimes.
Yes. Jack Lemus will get things started here for Washington in the bottom half of the first. Good start, though, for the Panthers, setting down the Grey Ghosts 1-2-3 in the top half of the first. First pitch is down low for ball one to Lemus.
It's going to be important for both these starting pitchers to get settled in. Lucas, nice first inning.
That one misses again. 2-0 quickly here to Lemus.
We'll see if Chase can do the same. He's been probably the best pitcher so far for IVC in his first couple of starts.
That one's in there for strike one. And, yeah, you mentioned Chase. 20 strikeouts in 11 innings pitched so far this year. And just 6 hits allowed and only 1 earned run. Very impressive numbers from him. 2-1. Up the middle, right back to Chase. And he'll flip it over to first for the easy out. So Lemus quickly retired. And we'll bring up Eric Campen.
Number 18, Eric Campen.
See if Campen can get things started here. So far, all 4 batters have grounded out to begin this game. Or excuse me, 3 of the 4. We had that one strikeout as well in the top of the first. First pitch misses outside for ball one to Campen.
Got a lefty-righty matchup here, so see if Campen can jump on one of these pitches and get a hit.
Swing and a miss. Think he just got a piece of it there. Make it 1-1.
Definitely some good pitching from both these starters today, making some hitters rather swing and miss.
That one going to get down for a base hit as it's just over the second baseman Humbrock's head. And so there's your first hit of the ball game. Eric Campen gets the base hit, and that'll bring up a very good hitter in Easton Harris.
Easton Harris is a force at the plate. Definitely a struggle for opposing pitchers. Got to make really competitive pitches here. Don't want to get behind him, but don't want to give him something too easy. Got a really tough situation to be in if you're on the mound.
Yeah, especially with a runner on base here, too. First pitch to Harris is in there for strike one. Thing had some good movement on it there.
It did, and looked like a nice frame there from the catcher, Cooley. Harris did not quite agree with that one, but might have clipped the outside edge.
1-1 the count here to Easton Harris. That one in the dirt. Throw down to second, and that's going to be offline, and so Campen will advance there.
Nice base running, and at the high school level, just about getting guys around. You know, he maybe don't rely always totally on getting runners hit in. Sometimes you can steal a base, capitalize on an error. Nice job there to move up to second.
Now runner in scoring position here for Harris. One on its way. That's off again for a ball. And Chase having a little trouble here finding the zone. 2-1.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to make competitive pitches. Sometimes you try to work around it, try to clip the outside corner, get a swing and a miss on a off-speed pitch, but getting a little too far outside the zone right now.
Chase doing a triple check here on Campen as that one's in there for a strike to make it 2-2 now to Easton Harris. Big pitch coming up here for Noah Chase. The one out here, and Campen on second. 2-2. That one's drilled but foul down the third base line. Harris got quite a bit of contact there, just needs to straighten it out.
Yeah, that was a nice swing in the bat, but I thought a really nice pitch from Noah Chase. Kind of worked it in. Maybe looked like it had some nice movement, working its way back into the zone. Maybe not exactly what Harris was expecting, so he didn't get the most solid contact on it, but fouls it off, stays alive for another pitch.
2-2 once again, and it looks like that, I believe, did that hit him? I don't think it did, no.
Very close. Brushed him off the plate a little bit there.
So that'll bring the count full now to 3-2 to Easton Harris, third hitter in this Washington lineup. 3-2 on its way. Fouled straight back. That's coming right towards us. Boy, Gavin, if there was no net there, I think you might have had that one.
I was ready for it. Forgot my glove today, though.
Another 3-2 coming here from Chase. And ball four. Good eye by Easton Harris to lay that one off. And all of a sudden we have two runners aboard here with just one away in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, he thought about maybe swinging at it, but it was way outside the zone, so didn't have to think too long about holding up there. Now 2 on, 1 out. Big chance for the Panthers.
Gus Lucas will step in, the Bradley University commit here for the Panthers. Big opportunity for him here in the bottom of the first. Chase keeping an eye on Campen again at second. First pitch is down low for a ball, 1-0.
So far, these couple of base runners, it's not necessarily been he's getting hit around. It's just the struggling to find the zone. See if Chase can settle in a little bit more.
That one fouled back. That'll make it 1-1 as Lucas just gets a piece of it there. Much better weather today here in Washington than we've had the last couple of days here in central Illinois. Just been rain, and more rain, it seems like.
Did a fantastic job getting the field ready because it has been a lot of rain. It's been kind of cold, so stuff doesn't tend to dry out the same way.
That one into left field, hustling after it, and that's going to get over the head of Adler. Campen will round third. He will come in to score, and they're going to hold Harris at third, and that's a big double right there for Gus Lucas as Washington strikes first to make it 1-0.
Gus Lucas gets a lot of attention for being a pitcher, but he can hit too. He's done a lot of hitting this year already, only a couple appearances on the mound. All those other games he's been hitting, had some good success, driving in one right there on the RBI double.
So Lucas is going to get a pinch runner here. And again, Harris moves over to third on that double. So big opportunity now with 2 more runners in scoring position here for the Panthers. Tyler Bishop will step in. Now if you're IVC, just trying to limit the damage here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, you just got to find a way to get it out, even if you have to sacrifice something. You can live with that, but try to get yourself out of it. Don't let Washington stack up too many runs too quick.
First pitch is in there for strike 1 to Tyler Bishop. Not sure he liked that one, but just caught the outside corner.
Of course, every umpire calls it a little differently. Maybe a wider zone today.
That one fouled straight back, and so count quickly moves to 0-2 here to Bishop.
Good position here for Chase. Hasn't been ahead of a lot of hitters. So now a chance to put him away. Maybe take a payoff pitch. Has a lot of strikeouts this year.
0-2. Try to go with the off speed there, and that missed. 1-2.
Tried to maybe hang a curveball on the outside. Not a bad waste pitch. Try to get him to swing.
Runners at second and third here for Washington. Round ball to short. Dennison's got it. He'll throw it over to first in time, and that's a big second out. But in the process, a run comes home to score for the Panthers.
Yeah, might as well just, be a sacrifice play right there. You give up a run, but you get an out, and starting to settle in. That was a good at-bat there for Noah Chase. Made some competitive pitches and resulted in a 4-pitch out.
So 2-0 now the score in favor of the Panthers. Elliot Seckman will dig in here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. First pitch to him, popped up. Dennison under it, and he will make the play as the Grey Ghosts are able to limit the damage there. But Washington makes it 2-0 here after 1 inning of play. You're watching Clutch Sports Media. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Washington. We're through 1 inning of play here as the Panthers have a 2-0 lead over the Grey Ghosts. Matt Harrington here alongside Gavin Russell. And Gavin, IVC looking to get their first hit of the game after going down 1-2-3 to start the first.
Well, I have seen IVC play this year, and the game I saw them play, they had a slow start with the bats, got behind early on, but kind of had a late surge. So maybe a team that will go on the theme of maybe starting slow but heating up as the game goes on. We'll see if they can start to put something here as they make their way through the order.
Noah Chase will lead things off here. Of course, the pitcher today for IVC. We'll see how he does here. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike one.
Those pitchers look really sharp from Gus Lucas. Again, after missing a lot last year, definitely showing off his stuff in his senior season.
That one's in the dirt for ball one. Moving quickly here as that's a ball to make it 2-1.
Definitely noticed that he sets up and pitches very quickly. Keeps hitters off balance, perhaps.
That one chopped, and it will go foul just right in front of the catcher, Isbell, there. So 2-2 now to Noah Chase. Big non-conference matchup between these two teams. 13-3 is the combined record between them entering play today. 2-2 pitch, called, strike three. And Lucas with the strikeout, but Chase goes down looking.
Right fielder, number 17.
Second strikeout of the game for Lucas.
Nice pitch right there, just caught him looking.
Alex Swanson up to bat now for IVC. 1-0 pitch to him. Called strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Swanson, the fifth hitter and right fielder for IVC today. Another called strike, 1-2.
Really firing at these hitters, not shying away at all. Just going right at him, having a lot of success early on.
Swing and a miss. And throw down a first anyway. Gets him, but 2 strikeouts to begin the inning here for Gus Lucas and Washington.
If you're a Bradley baseball fan, I'm certain that you're liking what you're seeing so far from Gus Lucas. Looking forward to a few years of these type of strikeouts in Missouri Valley Conference play.
Cullen Miller gets a piece of that one, 0-1. First 5 hitters have been retired here for IVC, including 3 strikeouts. Another swing and a miss from Miller to make it 0-2.
Lucas, of course, will be able to join the Bradley Braves in a much expanded Missouri Valley Baseball Conference. Getting much better with the addition of a few teams. It's exciting to see how that plays out in the next few years.
Tell you what, Gavin, I don't know if you've seen the UIC baseball field, but it has one of the best views, I think, maybe in the country.
I have. I've never attended a game there, but in person it is very nice.
Count moves to 2-2 here to Cullen Miller. 2-2 on its way. That misses for ball 3. So after falling behind 0-2, Miller has gotten this up to a full count here. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the second. And just like that, we still remain at 2-0. Panthers in control after 1.5. Oh, I was just saying, is Price will. Welcome back to Washington. We're through 1.5 here, and the Panthers have a 2-0 lead after Eric Campen and Easton Harris came in to score in the first for Washington, and we'll have 7, 8, 9, the bottom of the Panther lineup here to begin the bottom half of the second inning.
Looking to keep the first inning magic going for Washington. Pushed across the couple, jumped on Noah Chase, who's been very good this year. It's just his second and third earned runs allowed here in his third start. So looking to settle in. 23 pitches in the first inning there. 23. Looking to maybe have a quicker inning, last a little longer in this game. As he finishes off his warm-up pitches there. Maybe looks to attack the hitters, Matt. Go a little after, maybe pitch to some contact, get some quick outs. Best bet for Noah Chase.
I think part of the problem that he had in that first inning was just falling behind in the count and not allowing himself to make the pitches that he wanted to make.
Yeah, you got to find the command, and that's what hurts a lot of pitchers is just trying to be a little too fancy, maybe getting a little too scared up there. Is pitching to contact, fouled back.
Isbell fouls that one back, and losing sight of it there was Cooley. I think he lost it up in the sun there for a minute, so Isbell catches a break.
Certainly did catch a break, but that's no routine play, Matt. Moving around. I'm sure there's a little bit of wind out there, too. The conditions are still a little windy even today, so not an easy ball to play.
0-1 pitch to Isbell, and that's in there for strike 2.
Perfect opportunity for Noah Chase to put away pitch right here. Great strikeout pitcher.
And close pitch there, but just misses for ball 1.
Seen it a few times trying to drop in that hook. Just missing so close. Got to find a little more command on that.
1-2. Just misses again, so we're even now at 2-2. Price on deck and Williams here in the hole for the Panthers. And got him. Strike 3 called on the inside corner, and Isbell goes down looking.
Isbell did not care for that call. And again, that's been a few where he's just tagged the outside edge or the inside edge right there. Hitters haven't been very fond of it, but again, umpires maybe got a little bit of a wider strike zone. Got to just adapt throughout the game. Set your sights a little differently.
First strikeout of the game for Noah Chase. And ball 1 here to Lucas Price, the third baseman for Washington. Washington's 7-2 record so far on the season, one of the better records in the area. Of course, IVC right up there too, the 6-1 record. Also beaten a couple of Mid-Illini teams have the Grey Ghosts, East Peoria and Limestone. They've beaten already this year. Quickly here, though, the count is 3-0 to Lucas Price.
This has not necessarily been a case of Noah Chase letting it get away from him, just making some close pitches, not getting the calls.
And that one's in there for strike 1, right down the heart of the plate.
I'm going to guess Price probably didn't have the green light there, maybe waiting to just see if he can draw that walk. Probably has the green light here, though.
3-1, grounder over to first. Rainey able to flip it over to Chase, and there's your second out of the inning.
Maybe a bit of a longer at-bat than what he would have liked, but again, pitched a weak contact, try to get those easy outs, and first baseman flips over to the pitcher for out number 2.
So that'll bring up Carson Williams, the right fielder here, number 9 hitter for the Panthers. Trying to avoid going down 1-2-3 here as there's a called strike to start the at-bat. Oh, 1 pitch is in there again for strike 2. Almost the exact same pitch right there.
Yeah, had him fooled a little bit.
0-2 just fouled off, enough to keep the at-bat alive.
Notice Chase started working quickly in this at-bat, just Not taking too much time, just getting his spot, setting up and going for it, trying to get out of this inning quickly.
Taking a page out of the Gus Lucas playbook right there. That one's in the dirt for ball 1 to make it 1-2. Two runs in the first for Washington. Trying to avoid a 1-2-3 second here. That one misses again to make it 2-2.
Having a little bit of trouble with the mound. They've had to come out and rake it a little bit, but wet conditions have not helped that out any.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. And so the Panthers, after a big first inning, go down 1-2-3 here in the second. We'll step aside. Panthers leading 2-0 here on Clutch Sports Media. Welcome back to Washington. Top of the third, about ready to go here between the Panthers and the Grey Ghosts. Washington with a 2-0 lead on a couple runs scored back here in the first inning. And IVC will try and get the offense going. They've gone down at 1-2-3 here to start the first and second innings, Gavin.
Yeah, no base runners so far, so 2 perfect innings for the Bradley commit, Gus Lucas. See if the 7, 8, 9 hitters can get something going and turn it into some offense.
Number 14, the left fielder.
Brennan Adler will step in to begin the top half of the third for IVC. First pitch from Lucas. Swing and a miss for strike 1. He's been getting a lot of those today, Gavin. Swings and misses.
Yeah, not able to make much contact. 4 strikeouts already for Gus Lucas.
That one again catches the zone to make it 0-2.
In full control right now is Gus Lucas.
Make that 4 strikeouts in a row for Lucas as Adler goes down swinging.
Dominant performance so far. You don't get swings and misses this easily by accident. Making great pitches out there. Staying competitive, working quickly. Not allowing the hitters to settle in. Of course, they'll get a second or third chance to come through the order, but doing well so far.
Here's Nick Humbrock for IVC. First pitch to him is down low for ball 1. Second baseman is Humbrock. That one right down the middle for strike 1.
Maybe looking to a take pitch right there.
That one upstairs. Move the count to 2-1. Jane McNaughton, the only hitter that has not had an at-bat so far for IVC. That one going out to right field, and it's caught. Nice catch out there by Williams. Had to backpedal a little bit, but makes the play for out number 2.
Sure is a little bit sunny out there. Maybe lost the ball momentarily, but nice job to follow that all the way through and had to jump a little bit, but made the catch.
So Carson Williams, the nice play out there in right as Jaden McNaught step in here. Once again, another perfect pitch right down the middle from Lucas, 0-1.
Nothing else on that Humbrock fly out, not a strikeout.
That's right. That one popped down the first baseline, and a great play by Bishop to make the catch. And that will do it for the third inning. So once again, IVC goes down 1-2-3. And so that will remain, or keep the score here at 2-0 Washington after 2.5. We'll step aside. You're listening to Clutch Sports Media. Welcome back to Washington. Bottom of the third we go here at Brian Wisher Field. It will be the top of the order for the Panthers as the center fielder Jack Lemus will begin things here for Washington. 0-for-1 on the day. Grounded out to the pitcher Noah Chase his last time up.
Following Lemus in the first inning, Washington was able to get a few on and pushed across 2 runs. Starting off with the strike, though, is Noah Chase.
Second pitch from Chase, and that one misses for ball 1. Looked like it almost hit him at first, but 1-1. That one lined down the first base line, but it will go foul to make it 1-2.
Chase looked like he tried to use that hook right there. Maybe a curveball or a slider. Not exactly sure how he identifies that pitch, but starting to get a little more control on it. That's definitely a pretty nasty pitch. Hitters haven't been able to get a lot of good contact on so far.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. There's a big strikeout there for Chase, his third of the game to start the bottom of the third.
That was a extremely well-pitched at-bat there from Noah Chase. Again, had some early struggles, but has settled in very nicely. A touch over 40 pitches so far.
And umpire will call time here, let Campen get settled in a little bit here. Again, as you mentioned, Campen had the base hit back in the first. First pitch to him is called a strike. And later came around to score as well for the first Washington run of the game.
Also advanced up the second. Key play. Not sure if you'd count that a wild pitch or a stolen base, but made it up to second. And later, again, as you mentioned, came around to score.
That one fouled back, so 1-2 here to Campen. Washington with a 2-0 lead. Again, Campen and Harris came around to score. 2 hits in the game from Washington, 1 from Campen and 1 from Lucas. 2-2 now the count to Campen. Big pitch, grounded to short. Dennison's on it. Throw over to first, and not in time. Great hustle there by Eric Campen to beat that one out for the infield single.
Dennison played a little, didn't quite charge it enough. Thought maybe if you would have ran up on it a little bit more, you would have been able to get him, but the grass really slowed the ball down and it was just a step late. Nice hustle right there.
So Campen now 2 for 2 with a couple of base hits after that play right there, and that will bring in Easton Harris. Came around to score on a walk his first time up. First pitch to Harris is outside for ball 1.
Saw this in the first inning from Noah Chase. Base runner got on and came a little bit unsettled, maybe worrying about the potential steal there. Of course, Lemus can move very quickly on the bases.
Big swing there from Harris, fouled back. That'll make it 1-1. Big opportunity here again for Washington in the third. That one catches the zone to make it 1-2. Harris not a fan of that call, but we'll have to dig back in here for a pivotal pitch. Chase with the 1-2. That's down in the dirt. And we'll move the count to 2-2.
Really working around Harris. Lucky he got a couple of strikes, one of the foul balls as well. Definitely trying to be selective with his pitches. Don't give him anything too good to hit. Otherwise, Harris can do some damage.
2-2 pitch on the way. That one's hit out pretty deep to center field. Fulton going back, and it's gone. Home run for Easton Harris. It's a 2-run shot, and it is 4-0 Panthers.
What a shot right there from Easton Harris. Not just the pitcher, folks. He can hit the ball, too. He brings 2 around to score. Make the Panthers lead 4-0.
Well, that's a big home run, as you mentioned. So Easton Harris with the 2-run shot there, 4-0. Now the score is Gus Lucas will try and follow things up here for the Panthers. Just 1 out in the inning as he swings and misses at strike 1.
Felt like after that first inning, Noah Chase settled in, was working nicely. Let the runner get on base there. Kind of fell behind Easton Harris and gave him something too good to hit, as I mentioned. Can't give him something that easy. Sent it right out to center field.
That one's in the dirt for ball 1. Chase trying to bounce back after giving up that home run. There's a strike there that he needed. 2-2 the count. And it got him looking. Thought about maybe swinging that one was Lucas, but gets fooled by Chase, and there's your big second out for IVC.
Nice response right there. I mean, you know, home run, giving up a home run's got to be frustrating if you're on the mound, especially after it felt like you were getting to a rhythm, but good response right there. Put it behind you. Struck out Gus Lucas. That's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not. Gus Lucas, of course, had the double that scored Campen back in the first inning. First pitch to Bishop misses, 1-0. That one flown out to center field, or right, actually shortstop. I got thrown off there a little bit, but Dennison able to make the play, and there's the third out for IVC. So once again, Washington scores a couple more runs in the third, and after 3, it's the Panthers 4 and the Grey Ghosts nothing. We'll step aside. You're watching Clutch Sports Media. To the top of the fourth we go in Washington, 4-0 lead for the host Panthers as the Grey Ghosts will try and turn things around in the second time through the lineup as Aiden Fulton, the leadoff hitter, will get us started, and nothing to show for it, not even a hit so far, Gavin.
No hits, no walks, no men on base at all. That's how good Gus Lucas has been, and right there, swing and a miss.
0-1 to start the at-bat for Fulton, who grounded out to short his first time up. Got pretty good contact there out to left field, and Seckman over near the line to make the play, and there's your first out of the fourth inning.
Last inning or so, including that at-bat, starting to get a little bit of contact. Nothing too strong, but maybe, again, throughout the later stages of this one, start to heat up a little bit. Grey Ghosts may put a crooked number on the board, try to get back into this game.
Gus Lucas has had a strikeout in each of the first 3 innings, including striking out the side in the second. And one of his victims was the batter Nick Rainey here for IVC as he's in a 1-1 count here.
Rainey is one of the staples of this Grey Ghost program right now. Definitely trying to lead them deep into the IHSA playoffs this season. Of course, IVC has not won a regional title in a bit. I believe it's about 10 years or so since their last regional title, but they've had some great teams. Just try to get over that hump. Strikeout right there.
There's another one for Gus Lucas. Make that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for him on the day, and we're not even through 4 innings yet.
Really rocking and rolling. Gus Lucas is feeling it right now. 3rd start of the year, as we mentioned earlier. But he looks locked in. Maybe it's the home mound he feels a little more comfortable on.
Could be it, certainly. Nate Cooley here up to bat for IVC. That one drilled out to center field, but Lemus right there to make the catch and make that 4 perfect innings for Gus Lucas, as we will step aside here again with Washington still in front 4-0. You're watching Clutch Sports Media. Back here in Washington, Panthers still in command, 4-0, as we get ready to go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It will be 6, 7, 8 here in the Washington order. Elliot Seckman will lead things off for the Panthers.
Looking to keep the offense rolling. Of course, the home run in the last inning. Easton Harris drilling one out to center field. Got all that ball. Nice looking home run, I got to say. It was a good swing. Got himself into a good count and put a charge into that one.
Certainly did, and that was a straight shot to dead center, too. Nice home run by Easton Harris. And we'll see what Elliot Seckman can do here for Washington in the bottom half of the 4th for the Panthers. He popped out to short his first time up. Noah Chase still on the mound here for IVC as that one's fouled back. 0-1 to Seckman. Four strikeouts so far today for Noah Chase, including 2 in each of the last 2 innings here for IVC. Oh, and 2 here, the count. That one grounded over to third, actually to short rather. Dennison with the long throw, not going to be in time though, as Seckman will hustle that one out, and just a little miscommunication looked like between McNaught and Dennison there at third and short.
Yeah, McNaught I don't think was able even to grab it cleanly, so he left it there for Dennison, and that's a really tough throw. I mean, you're way deep into the shortstop hole, and Seckman definitely has some wheels, so hustled up to first base, and again, great way for the Panthers to start an inning, get a man on base. That's how they've gotten a lot of their success today. Get a guy on base and push a couple across.
Keegan Isbell, the batter here, got caught looking his first time up. A runner on first here for the Panthers with nobody gone in the bottom half of the 4th. 1-0 pitch, fouled straight back, 1-1.
Washington definitely showing that they are not done after last year, had a lot of success, but got to think that they've got their eyes on the Mid-Illini Conference right now. It's definitely great bragging rights to win that conference. It's a very tough conference to play in.
Look out the throw over to first, but Seckman able to get back in there. Cooley was ready to pounce, though, right away.
Looking at strike down to first base.
1-2 the count here to Keegan Isbell. That misses for ball 2. Isbell, the number 7 hitter here in the Panther lineup.
Has some big shoes to fill. Last year, Josh Hyder behind the plate for the Panthers, doing most of the catching work, so stepping up big time is Isbell.
There goes Seckman, and looks like he's in there. Got dropped. I wasn't sure if that was Humbrock that was able to hold on to that one, so a stolen base for Seckman.
No outs now, man, in scoring position. Exactly what the Panthers are looking for, especially from the bottom of the order.
Full count here to Keegan Isbell. 3-2. And that's in the dirt for ball 4. And that will be the second walk of the day issued by the pitcher, Chase. And so that will bring in Lucas Price.
Wondering if maybe IVC will consider maybe getting a reliever up and warming up a little bit. Not that Chase has to come out anytime soon, but maybe you want to get a fresh arm up. Looking ready to go as we march on to the late stages of this one pretty quickly.
Knutson will be the pinch runner for Isbell at first. Lucas Price standing in here for Washington. As you mentioned, 2 on here with nobody out in the bottom of this 4th inning. Price is 0 for 1. Grounded out his first time up. First pitch drops down a bunt, but it's going to be fouled back, so 0-1. See if he decides to go back to the bunt attempt here.
Definitely looks like Rainey over at first base is expecting it, playing in on the grass.
Oh, 1 pitch coming up to Price. Fouls, or actually puts it in play right down to the first base line, and there's your out, but successfully advances the runners over to second and third. So does the job of the sacrifice bunt there, and Carson Williams now with 2 runners in scoring position will come up to bat.
Chuckled a little bit because he was thinking about pulling it back, but just got a little contact off the end of the bat and pushed it fair. But the sacrifice works out anyway, so no harm, no foul right there for Lucas Price.
Just 1 out in the inning. And there's your first strike to Carson Williams. Williams struck out his first time up. Another pitch and just misses. And that will make it 2-0. Actually, 1-1 is the count. 1-1 pitch, fouled back, 1-2 now. Carson Williams as the 9-hole hitter trying to bring in a couple of runners here in scoring position for the Panthers, who already have a comfortable lead at 4-0. That one misses for ball 2.
Tough take right there. Tried to drop the hook, but didn't have enough movement action on that.
2-2 pitch. Lays off again. Good eye by Williams. And that will bring it full here, 3-2.
Big pitch right here to the 9-hole hitter. You got the top of the order coming up. So you got to think. Definitely want to try to get this batter out. Avoid some further damage.
Williams waiting for the 3-2. That one skied up in the air to shallow center, or short rather, as it's caught by Dennison for the out.
That was probably best case scenario, that or a strikeout. Don't allow the sacrifice fly to be in play there, and you get your second out. So chance to escape this inning with no runs given up. Going back to Jack Lemus, the leadoff hitter.
Dennison's had a busy day over there at short.
Done a nice job so far.
First pitch to Lemus in there for strike 1. Lemus 0 for 2 on the day. A ground out and a strikeout. One of the few hitters for Washington that has not made it on base to this point. 0-1 hit pretty deep out to center field. And able to make the catch there is Fulton. So IVC able to hold off those 2 runners. And that will keep the score here at 4-0 through 4 innings of play. So Washington still in front. You're watching Clutch Sports Media. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Washington. Top of the 5th inning already here as IVC look to turn things around. It has been tough sledding for them through the first 4 innings, not able to muster anything. And Noah Chase will try and change that here as he leads off the 5th.
Perhaps help himself out a little bit. He's not a terrible day on the mound. He's given up 4 runs, but a few strikeouts. Limited the damage well. See if he can do something with the bat.
And that's going to get down for the first hit of the game here in the 5th inning. And so a great run by Gus Lucas comes to an end, but Noah Chase getting the first hit there for IVC, much needed.
He'll get a courtesy runner for him.
Alex Swanson.
So he'll get a chance to rest up and hope IVC can push across the few runs. Maybe get this game evened up.
So there's your first hit for IVC in this one. Alex Swanson up to bat now. Quick throw over. Trying to catch Chase, or not Chase. I believe they got a pinch runner in. I'm not able to tell the...
It's number 9.
Number 9, that would be... Looks like Luke Markley for IVC as the pinch runner. Fouled back, and it's 0-1.
Now it looks like the strategy for the hitter, second time through the order, is changing up for IVC. Of course, they were swinging and missing, but maybe trying to attack Lucas a little bit more, get ahead of the pitches, and another throw over. First base runner of the day. We haven't really seen much of the base runner control from Gus Lucas, but utilizing that pickoff move.
Of course, a little bit more difficult as a left-handed pitcher, too. 0-1 pitch misses for ball 1.
Now with the base runner on, you can kind of play that small ball game, see if you can get the runner to advance up, try to steal a base, get in the pitcher's head a little bit.
1-1 pitch to Swanson, and that's fouled back to make it 1-2. So Lucas, again, getting in front of the hitters here and has a big opportunity to strike out Swanson potentially for the second time today. One-two pitch on the way. And got him. Strike 3, as that is the second strikeout of the game for Swanson as he goes down, and it will be Cullen Miller.
Yeah, it didn't look like Swanson wanted to commit to the swing right there, but it would have been a strike anyway. Those are the pitches you just got to fight off and try to stay alive, but good pitch from Lucas and another pickoff throw.
Markley not falling for that one, though. It's difficult, again, as a left-hander, as he tries to go again for Markley, and can speak from experience. I was a left-handed pitcher as well when I played back in my day, and not an easy move to throw over there from first as a lefty.
Trying to be convincing, of course, as you would know, but it's hard to do that.
Yes.
You know, looking right at the base runner. But, you know, Lucas gave up the hit. Hey, might as well work on the runner control, work on the pickoff move. Guess the bright side of things.
That strikeout for Lucas was his 7th of the game so far. Swing and a miss there. And it's quickly 0-2 now to Cullen Miller. One out and one on here for IVC in the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. And the quick throw over to first, but Markley's back in there. But again, Swanson and Miller back-to-back strikeouts for the second time in the game for them. So Brendan Adler will come up to bat here, trying to avoid his second strikeout of the game.
8 strikeouts now for Gus Lucas.
First pitch misses for ball 1.
Coming into this game, Lucas had 13 strikeouts on the season.
Wow.
So probably won't match that, but probably will get close.
You never know.
I guess you do never know. I'm sure he's got plenty of juice left in the tank. Probably go the whole way. The way he's been pitching this game so far.
1-0 pitch to Adler, and there goes Markley down to second, and he's in there. Good stolen base there from Markley, and he just narrowly beat the throw there.
It's a good throw, good tag. Micah Brewer laying it down right there, but probably looked like he just got the foot in there. Good base running. Now runner in scoring position for the first time today for the Grey Ghosts.
Yeah, change of pace certainly for them, and we'll see if they can take advantage of it here. 1-1 pitch, grounded hard, but foul down the third base line. Make it 1-2 here to Brendan Adler.
Tough spot, though, for IVC. Got the runner in scoring position, but down to your final strike of the inning. See if they can extend it out and give a little life to this team.
Another pitch from Lucas. That one popped up. Under it is Bishop, and he's got it for the third out of the inning. So IVC gets their first hit of the game, but nothing comes about of it as we will remain 4-0 here in Washington. You're watching Clutch Sports Media. We'll step aside and be right back. Back here in Washington, Illinois, Matt Harrington alongside Gavin Russell. We're just about ready to go for the bottom of the fifth inning here. You know, the Panthers have looked good on both sides, offense and defense here. And certainly a big factor has been Gus Lucas, just the one hit allowed so far.
Gus Lucas has been doing a lot right in this game. He also has an RBI double, so helping himself out a little bit. But, again, allowing just one hit was perfect through 4 innings. Came to an end in the last half inning, but no doubt an impressive run and still pitching an excellent game.
Eric Campen up to bat here for Washington. 1-1 the count to him. He is 2 for 2 on the day with a couple of singles, and he's come around to score on both of those singles as well.
Always good to get on base, even if it's just a single.
And clearly it's worked out for him both times.
Moved around the bases quite effectively.
2-2 now the count as Chase delivers and misses quite a bit wide there on that pitch. 3-2 now.
Seems like when Chase gets into these good counts for himself, can't make the put-away pitch. Gets a little timid later in the count.
That one fouled straight back. So Campen able to fight and stay alive here. Campen is the only player right now with multiple hits for Washington in this game. Fouls it back again here, so still a 3-2 count. Making Chase work here on the mound.
IVC does have a player warming up in the bullpen. Can't see who that is, though.
This one grounded to short. Dennison with the long throw and gets him in time for the out. And so a big first out. Dennison continues his busy workload over there at short, too.
Handling it well. A couple of plays, he just got out hustled by the base runner, but no errors so far for him. Made some nice catches on some pop-ups, and, of course, right there, ground out, throws over to first for the first out of the inning.
Here's Easton Harris. 1 for 1, of course, that home run back in the third inning. The 2-run shot that gave Washington the current lead they have right now at 4-0. Also walked in the first. That one almost hit him. Looked like they called it a strike, though. Certainly a favorable call there for Chase, but 1-1.
Harris has not liked the way the inside corner has been called today. If anything, maybe the movement on what appears to be a slider curveball there from Chase tags the inside part of the plate. Harris not a big fan, though.
1-2 to him. Misses, so ball 2. Harris has come around to score on his walk and, of course, on his home run. Trying to reach base for the 3rd time here today. That one air-milled out to left field. And it's caught out there and left by Adler. Great sliding play for the 2nd out.
Nearly got the little bloop single right there. Kind of placed it perfectly. But nice running catch. 3 guys running after that one, but Adler comes in. A lot of good defense today, Matt.
We have seen some very good defense from both of these teams. Gus Lucas, cleanup hitter, will step up here for Washington as he takes strike 1 looking.
Great curveball. Popped it right in there on Gus Lucas.
Another strike, that time a swing and a miss from Lucas. Double and a strikeout for him in the game so far. 0-2 pitch. Down in the dirt. Ball 1. For those that are just joining us, 4-0 lead for Washington, including a 2-run shot from Easton Harris back in the 3rd inning. You're watching future D1 baseball player up right now, Gus Lucas, committed to nearby Bradley University in Peoria. That one grounded to second. Humbrock will throw it over to first in time, and for the first time today, Washington goes down 1-2-3 here in the 5th inning, but still Panthers in command 4-0. We'll step aside here on Clutch Sports Media, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Washington. We're about to go in the 6th inning here. Still 4-0 lead for the host Panthers. Want to turn our attention briefly over to the softball fields for Washington, and a pretty big win for the Panthers today for their softball team. And Brooklyn Ogden throwing a no-hitter today for the Washington Panthers as they beat United Township 2-0. So congratulations to Brooklyn Ogden on throwing a no-hitter. That's an impressive feat.
Very impressive. It's never easy to do at any level. That's why they're so rare. You hardly ever see them, but very impressive thing to do. And a 2-0 victory for the Lady Panthers on the softball diamond.
Back here, though, on the baseball diamond, 0-1 the count to Nick Humbrock, leading things off for IVC in the 6th inning. And quickly falling behind 0-2. So Humbrock in some trouble again here. He flew out to right field his first time up. Gus Lucas still in the game, though, for for Washington. Getting mixed up a little bit there. And that one hit the batter, Humbrock, and so he will advance down to first base. First real slip up there that we've seen all game from Lucas.
Maybe that's exactly what IVC needed. And the last thing we talked about, maybe that leadoff single could have got something going. Didn't result in anything. But, again, as we get into later stages, IVC has been known to have the bats start to heat up. Good chance for them to try to cut into this deficit with just a couple innings left to go.
Number 9 hitter Jaden McNaught up to bat now for IVC as he fouls the first pitch back to make it 0-1.
Really good IVC team this year. We mentioned 6-1 so far in their season. Cardinal fans out there, maybe look for a series.
That one right down the middle to McNaught. Make the count 1-2.
He was a teammate with a...
We'll make it 2 outs here in the 6th. Close play at first.
Thought he might have had the step right there as the ball bounced on the dirt, had to dig it out, but for the umpire, of course, just 2 umpires here. So the non-home plate umpire having to make the call over near second base.
And there's a strikeout once again from Gus Lucas as they go down 1-2-3 after the double play was turned. So that will make it still a 4-0 game as we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. You're watching Clutch Sports Media. Matt Harrington alongside Gavin Russell. Back here in Washington, Panthers with a 4-0 lead as we enter what could be our last half inning here. Panthers with a 4-run lead, trying to protect it, and it looks like they're going to keep Gus Lucas out on the mound to go for the complete game here in Washington.
Certainly been an excellent, well-pitched game for Gus Lucas so far, so Bradley University fans, get excited. Gus Lucas is looking to make some big things happen at the next level. Bradley has definitely had a big surge in their baseball program the last few years, maybe off to a bit of a slow start this year, but heating up with Missouri Valley Conference play coming up and hoping for a big finish to the season.
It should be fun to watch the Braves in action as they get going with conference play, taking on the SIU Salukis this weekend down in Carbondale. Of course, a lot of good talent on that team right now. Saw something the other day that their first baseman, Connor O'Brien, one of the top 10 first basemen in the country right now. Yeah. Very impressive statistic.
I believe he was 7th.
7th, yes. Yeah. Great guy, too. 0-1 here to Nick Rainey as he swings and misses for strike 2. Grey Ghosts going to need 4 runs here in this inning to keep this game alive.
Rally caps need to come on, apparently.
Where that one had some heat to it, but misses for ball 1.
Either way, again, just a non-conference game, but both these teams are going to move on and do some good things this year. I'd look for both these teams to probably be in the playoff picture deep into it.
That one hit pretty deep out there. Seckman going back. That's going to get down for extra bases. Rainey will go to second and hold up there. So a lead-off double, exactly what the Grey Ghosts needed here in the 7th.
First extra base hit of the day, only the second hit, in fact, for IVC. It's only the second time in this game that they've put somebody on second base. Hit the steal of second. back in the 5th inning, I believe it was.
And that was Luke Markley, the pinch runner for Chase. And so Nate Cooley up to bat now for IVC.
It's exactly the part of the lineup that IVC can use to get back into this one if they can pull off a rally.
That one misses Cooley again, so 2-0 to him.
Cooley, a quiet day along with the rest of the IVC team, but he's had some great recent outings. Again, 2 for 4 in each of his last 3 games, but hitless today.
That misses again. 3-0 now to Cooley. Looks like we've got some activity in the Panthers bullpen. Number 20, Garrett Cox getting loose. 3-0 now. That's in there for strike 1. Cooley thought it was ball 4.
So did I. I think he had both of us fooled, but again, that strike zone's been a little expanded today both ways. 3-1 still in favor of Cooley.
Nick Rainey at second after the double. Nobody out here. And that one clearly misses for ball 4. So 2 runners aboard here for IVC. The first time that that has happened all game long. And Noah Chase will come up to bat here. As looks like we're going to get a trip to the mound from Kyle Wisher.
That might be all today for Gus Lucas, perhaps.
I think you are correct. That will be the end of the day for Gus Lucas, but nonetheless an outstanding performance on the mound. Just 2 hits allowed. And, of course, we've got a runner at second that he is responsible for. And we will have a pitching change here for the Panthers.
Pitching for the Panthers, number 20, Garrett Cox.
9 strikeouts today for Gus Lucas. So an impressive day. He had 13 total on the season coming into this one, so just a few shy of matching that total, but definitely putting the rest of the middle line on notice. If anybody's checking out this game, how dangerous he's going to be when he matches up with whoever's respective team this year.
So the new pitcher for the Panthers will be number 20, Garrett Cox. He'll come in and try and close this thing out for the Panthers. A win for Washington would get them to 8-2 overall here in game number 10. And, I mean, this game is not over. I mean, you've got 2 runners aboard here. Washington has played a really good game, no doubt, but they got to lock down here this final inning. Still nobody out.
Yep, nobody out. Again, you know, things can turn in an instant. I think we saw in the last inning, hit by pitch to start the inning, double play, maybe a bit of a questionable double play, but nonetheless, very quickly, tables can turn. So if you're IVC, you got to keep the runners moving forward. You got to keep guys getting on base. See if Cox can shut him down, though. It's going to be an interesting finish to this game.
Should be indeed. In the 2 hits for IVC so far, Noah Chase had 1 of them. And he's coming up to bat right now. That was back in 5th inning, and then, of course, had the double from Nick Rainey here to lead off the inning. And so here we go. Noah Chase will come up to bat here for IVC. He's 1 for 2 on the day, facing Garrett Cox here for Washington.
Last time Garrett Cox was on the mound, it was a start. Winner in that game over 5 innings. It was a run rule effort by the Panthers. 11 strikeouts in that game, so he definitely can rack up the strikeouts in a hurry.
First pitch from Cox misses high for ball 1.
11 strikeouts to just 2 walks in that game, so it's a pretty good ratio right there, 11-2.
Good one indeed, and there's the first strike of the at-bat for Garrett Cox to even the count at 1. Big opportunity here for the Grey Ghosts. Runners at first and second, nobody out. 1-1 right down the heart of the plate, 1-2.
Chase probably taken right there, expecting something around the outside edge, but challenges him right there is Cox.
1-2 pitch from Cox. Swing and a miss. And there's your first out of inning number 7. And the first strikeout of the day as well for Cox in the first batter he faces.
Picking up right where he left off in his last pitching performance a few games ago for the Panthers with a strikeout right there.
Alex Swanson will dig in here. He has struck out twice in this game. First pitch to Swanson in there for strike one.
Question is, especially in the later innings, guys that come out of the bullpen, how quickly can they get settled in? Got two runners aboard. Can you get settled in quickly? And it looks like Cox is having no problem on the mound right now.
Swanson slices that one foul to make it 0-2. So Cox getting ahead of his hitter here. And Swanson struck out twice. Miller, who's on deck, has also struck out twice. There's 4 Grey Ghosts that have struck out 2 times today. Rainey and looks like Chase as well, the other ones. That one upstairs, though, for ball 1 to Swanson.
Definitely tough to hit against a D1 commit, and Gus Lucas, 9 of the 10 strikeouts today coming from Lucas.
Another 1-2 misses. Brings the count even to 2-2.
Of course, a walk here, getting Swanson on base, could bring up the tying run.
Big opportunity here for the Grey Ghosts. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Swanson goes down for the 3rd time today on the strikeout.
Definitely frustrated. Again, kind of was halfway committed to that one. Didn't give it a full swing. Didn't really have a full chance right there. Now down to the last out. See if Miller can reverse his game today.
He struck out twice and takes strike one looking there to begin this at bat. Garrett Cox again coming in with 2 runners on here, and he struck out 2 batters. The only 2 he's faced in this inning. 0-1 pitch. Not quite in the zone there, so 1-1.
Brendan Adler on deck. No doubt he'd like to get a crack at it. He's 0 for 2 today as well.
That one fouled back. And now 1-2 to Cullen Miller. Chance to end the game right here.
Down to the last strike, and Cox has been really good at finishing hitters off. 2 strikeouts and 2 batters. See if he can make it a 3rd.
1-2 pitch on the way. Grounded right back up the middle. And that will just be the quick out to second. Good play by Brewer, and that's how this one is going to end as the Washington Panthers come away with a 4-0 victory here on their home field. A masterful performance on the mound today from Gus Lucas. Get to see why he's pitching at the Division I level.
Yeah, I think, some people may not have seen Gus Lucas before today. Of course, missed most of last year and no baseball season 2 years ago because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So he's not really had a full sample size here in high school, but Bradley doing their due diligence on the scouting report and finding out he's a really good pitcher. We saw that right here today.
So the final line for IVC, they finished with no runs and 2 hits, no errors. Washington, of course, finishing with 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. So a pretty good defensive game from both teams, too, which was certainly a big part of this game.
As many strikeouts as we saw, we did see quite a bit of contact. We saw some nice sliding grabs in foul territory. We saw both left fielders come up with a couple of nice grabs, but yeah, both these teams will go on to be very successful this year. Definitely some big games coming up for both of these teams. Mid-Illini Conference play for Washington coming up, and Illini Prairie Conference for IVC. They've got a tough slate ahead of them. 2 really good conferences, especially for baseball.
Well, that will wrap up our coverage here from Brian Wisher Field. The final score, Washington 4, IVC nothing. Want to give a big thanks to our entire crew here today. Josh Schwam, Rodrigo Perez, Francisco Alonso, and, of course, Joey Wright behind the controls. And you, my friend Gavin Russell. I'm Matt Harrington saying so long from Brian Wisher Field. Panthers win 4-0.